Seattle Seahawks playoff chances took a major dent today with a 30-23 loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the lack and inability to tackle was key. So let's go to the video and hear from Pete Carroll and the rest of the players.
The Giants members
Outstanding. Big play, got there fast.
This opportunity right here. At home, everybody was ready, and this was a great one, and we missed it. We weren't right on defense in the running game again, and so it's been competitive. We can see it. We played better in the second half. We had 40-some yards in the second half, but the first half they had their way with it. And some stuff we got to get right for our last opportunity next week. But on the other side of the ball, we moved the ball, but we didn't get the ball enough. We could get the ball back to the offense. Minimal amount of drives. It was just the clock was just rolling on in their favor. I'm surprised we didn't play better. We did the things we needed. We needed in the game plan, and we called everything that we had, and we didn't stop them consistently. Both the running backs did a really nice job against us, and it was just more than we could handle on this day. You saw Kenny couldn't play, got a shoulder band again, that was tough. And Abe banged his knee again too, and Evan got hit in the head and needed a break. So got a couple, some guys will have to figure out what's going on with the next week. It seemed like we just did not make the tackles that we had to, did not the piles back like we'd like to. And I really need to see the film, see where it was happening to guys other than scheme, and make sure that I understand that, which we will. But the tackling wasn't good enough, and when we weren't efficient enough. We had shots. We had shots in the line of scrimmage, we had opportunities, and they won the battles better than we do. We don't know what the scenario is going to bring us. We've been here before. I think it was last year, pretty much the same thing. We got to go to Arizona and go play really well and get a win and see where that leaves us. I know there's stuff tonight and all that, but the particulars right now, I don't care. If we get to win a game and see what happens. And to experiment with some breaks to see if that would help him, but it really didn't. And we came to the conclusion together that he couldn't get right. He couldn't get full speed. He couldn't get where he put his foot in the ground. And so, unfortunately, I admire the heck out of him. He did everything he could. He busted his tail throughout the whole time with the right attitude and all. And it was really hard to have to get to the point where, I'm not able to get that. So, but we did it together, and it was. I think we handled it well.
It's a game full of plays. I mean, we played. I don't know how many snaps we had today. I felt like we were clean for the most part, and that one they got us. But again, those things happen in football games, and I don't think one play per se can be the difference in the game. I think we have more opportunities to make it happen, and we just didn't get it done. I think the process is to go back to work. That's the main thing for me is, I'm gonna keep working hard. I'm gonna work my butt off. Get back to the weight room in the morning, get back to the film room, figure out a way to be better next week. And that's all I can do, is continue to work my tail off, continue to help the guys get better, continue to lead this team. Like I said, we got a chance, we got opportunities still in front of us. And so nobody's gonna feel sorry around here. We're gonna pick it up and keep going. To be honest, man, teams are playing keep away. You know, you got teams running the ball, you know, milking the clock in the first quarter. That's been the past 2 weeks. I think it's the ultimate sign of respect when teams are doing that. I think when they're playing, you know, a bunch of zones, they're not going to play us in man coverage. They're going to try their best to keep us on the sideline because they know how explosive we are. I think, you know, again, not turning the ball over, that's a big factor in the game. And then overall, you know, being better on third downs. I think we were 3 for 9. You know, that's not up to our standard. And then, you know, finishing in the red zone. You know, that's some things that, you know, again, we talk about every week, but it's got to be better. And that's all we can do is continue to fight and get better. Shoot, they're going to stop us sometime. That's one of the best red zone defenses in football. We got great players on their side. You're not going to score every single time you touch the ball, although that's the goal. The reality is that, you know, sometimes they stop you. And, you know, I think one of those trips down there, we had 2 chances to score. We had the ball, you know, in the right place, and just the play didn't happen. So we always say it's a game of inches. And, you know, sometimes, you know, the ball doesn't bounce your way. And, you know, you can't feel sorry about it. You got to keep going.
Couldn't get our footing today. It seemed like we couldn't catch our groove, catch our stride in the run game. They were just, you know, just beating us off the ball. We weren't tackling the best, and so that was making up for what you saw. It's frustrating, you know, we each hold each other accountable and just obviously try to put our best foot forward. And, you know, this late in the season, that's what wins games, honestly. Close games against a tough team like this, we got to tackle better. And, you know, I wish I had an answer for it. We rep it, we drill it. It just wasn't our day, and it just seems like things weren't just going our way in that field.
You know, we were in control of our own destiny, and the Steelers came in, did a great job with their game plan. They ran the ball really well, had a great time possession, and, you know, they ended up leaving out here with a win. I mean, you just got to finish. We're in the same position as we were last year, so we don't control our own destiny, so we kind of need a little bit of help and luck to be able to help us out again, but all you can do is just try to go take care of business. I mean, I think that offensively, I don't know how many times we actually had the ball the whole game, but I mean, I think, you know, we can't shoot ourselves in the foot with penalties. We can't be second and long. I think we were getting some completions. We were moving the sticks at times. You know, better to take a touchdown than field goals. That would have kept us in the game a lot more. But I mean, we just got to continue to be efficient. Continue to just make sure that we're in the right spots, and just being able to make sure that we keep the sticks moving so that we can be able to continue to play at a high level.
All right, there you go. You heard from Pete Carroll and some of the players, and simply put, the Seahawks could not tackle, and they were overpowered by a Pittsburgh Steelers team that came out here and just pushed them around to a tune of 468 offensive yards. 202 of those were on the ground. And really, Seahawks couldn't tackle, as I said. When they got to the point of attack, lack of execution. The offense played okay, but there were a lot of injuries. You heard that, you know, from Pete Carroll, just in terms of Abe Lucas and also Ken Walker. But look, at the end of the day, and Evan Brown, at the end of the day, the Seahawks, the disappointing loss in that they just weren't ready, and it was a missed opportunity. Now, the Seahawks still have a chance to get in the playoffs. Destiny's no longer in their hands. But first and foremost, they must beat the Arizona Cardinals next week. And if you think that's going to be an easy game, the Cardinals beat the Philadelphia Eagles 35-31 in Philly. From Lumen Field in Seattle, Happy New Year to you all. I'm Osvita Maher here for the Cascadia Sports.net.